Okay, I will start with a question here. Do you say that sanity is not better than sickness? Anything is, there's no better or worse. There's what happens. So sanity can happen or sickness can happen. It can feel nice or not nice, but that's also what's happening. So what can I say? This is not talking about a way of life or not philosophical about what is how is life functioning or what we can do with life. This is just a describing and a simple message saying this is all there is. And it's just apparently happening. It is apparently happening. Everything is just complete as it is. It's not right or wrong. It's complete.
William has raised his hand.
Oh, William, let's go on.
Hi, Rose. So,
Hi.
in that first bit of the meeting before the break, I really could feel how strong that sense of incompleteness was, and how it just really feels like something needs to happen in order to make this complete.
Yeah.
And it seems to me like the whole, the me's constantly trying to make something happen, but it's only so it can bring about a sense of feeling complete.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not a sense feeling complete. It's it's thinking that it's something. It has to be something, a feeling of completeness, of a feeling of freedom. I don't have that, or something. And it is not something, it's everything. That's the misunderstanding.
Yeah, and I understand as well that this message would say that even the feeling of incompleteness is completeness appearing as that.
Yeah.
But I would never say that that is completeness. To me, that feeling of incompleteness doesn't feel like completeness. So it seems like something must have happened there for you to be able to report that that's already complete.
No, but it's not a feeling. It's not a sensation. It's not a state. It's not something that we know we can reach or accomplish, or it's everything. So it's, if you say a feeling of completeness, that's more like a story. Maybe there's some feeling, I don't know, and maybe you don't even know how to call it or then that's it. And then there's something else, looking at the wall or something else. That's it too. So it's already everything. And because we are abstracting it and giving it a name of, like, we think it's like this, and giving it a name like it's not complete or something else, then it seems like there's something missing. But it's just that feeling. That's it. No name or with a name.
Yeah, I think the me wants to get to a place of certainty. Like, now I'm sure that this is everything.
It will never be sure. It will never be sure. I thought that too. And when this all happened, I thought, and then after a while, I thought, oh, but I'm not sure. And I felt some tensity in the body, and I thought, oh God, me is back again, and things like that, because I thought that tension is the me, and when there's no me, there's no tension anymore, something like that. And so I thought, oh, the me is back. And then after a few seconds, maybe even, it was gone, but it wasn't noticed. It was just gone. That that thoughts. And then after a while, those thoughts didn't come anymore. So it's not like that it's sure there's nothing going on about it. That's more it.
So it feels like, in a way, I'm waiting for something to change that will never come. The change I'm expecting or waiting for will never actually.
No, will never come. We wait forever because there's always something not right. That's the search. That's me.
Yeah. It keeps it busy, always the sense something's wrong. Oh, I got that thing that I thought was wrong fixed, but now something else has come up and something else. It's just a constant activity or movement or whatever.
Yeah. It's always it's something goes on. And then suddenly, one moment, I don't know how or why, it suddenly can stop for a moment, maybe, or something else. And then it goes on, maybe also. But suddenly, it's like, oh, yeah.
Well, the way I experience myself, or the way I think I experience myself, is that I'm very, very hyperactive. Like I'm always in movement to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. When you see people that you know that are very much like that, like constantly striving and striving, do you not think it's a shame that they're wasting their whole life doing that?
No, of course not. No, it's just like that. They are just like that. It can be fun watching them or making jokes of it, maybe, but no, of course not. It's amazing. It's just like that. Nothing wrong. No. That's gone. That's something of me was so always there. There's something wrong that you look at people and think that, or yourself or anything. And that's I don't know. It isn't there. That's the freedom. Nothing is wrong. It's just like that. It's just looking at people like, and it's amazing. It's unique. And it can be awful also. Even that can happen. Yeah. For no reason. It's just nothing. Nothing important in that also.
Thanks very much, Rose.
Yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hello.
Hi. So this is life. Everything's life. So I'm puzzled by the word death. So is the word death just the word that refers to nothing real? I mean, is there only just life?
There's no death.
Yes. So
there's no death there. When we talk about the death of me, it's not real, of course, because there is no death of me. So there's no death. But there's also no, we are in life. There's just life, apparently.
There's no just in life. There's just life. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Right. So thinking about someday I'll die, or what will it be like just before I die, or will I be afraid, or am I afraid now? These are just, it's like, these are just words. They're just about nothing, it's like worrying what God will think of me. It's a non-existent,
it's the dream. It's the dream, but always, me is always thinking about what they think of me or what will go on or Yeah.
So it's a non-existent problem. It's a non-existent issue.
Yeah, it's a dream. It's a dream. Like it seems like real, but it isn't.
So if I'm in a room and somebody's dying, so while they're dying, it's still life happening, and then they're officially declared now they've died, and there's a body there that's still life, and it's called a dead body, but it wasn't a real body.
It's an appearing. Yeah.
It's an appearance. So
appearance of a dead body. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's with another in the story people, the other people. But for myself, I mean, I'm thinking that when I go to sleep at night, so there's a room, there's the bedroom, and the feelings of the the bed and whatnot, and then there's suddenly the room's light and there's a sun outside. Maybe if I sleep long enough.
Yeah.
And so we normally think that a time has gone between these two things. Yeah, there are these two things, and you picture yourself lying on the bed, with the bed closed. And so that didn't, from this perspective, that didn't happen. It's just as it seems. There was darkness. There was, and then suddenly there's light. There's nothing in between.
There's just nothing. Yeah.
So not even. So this is like. So that's. We don't call that death, but you're saying this is the same as when we died. It's a
this is more like me is dying. Like that's why people say he has died. There's dead body, and he, like his identity, or what we're most of the time talking about, that died. Yeah. Wasn't really there, but we say it died. Yeah.
Right.
It already wasn't there, so nothing died. Nothing was alive. It's not somebody who is alive. No,
so there isn't even a dead body because it's just an
appearance of a dead body.
But it's not a solid dead body. There's just You just see the surface. Just see the appearance. There's no. You don't see the bones and everything.
No.
It's
you see
going wrong
the
inside.
outside. It seems like outside. You see that. That's everything.
Yeah.
We assume that there's so many things inside. That's so normal.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah. It seems like even we don't, I don't go around thinking about death all the time, but then if I start thinking about it, it seems like I'm thinking about like a real thing, but this is.
Yeah. That's the threatening, because when everything is real, then that is threatening, of course, because then you're not there anymore.
Yeah. It's not just, it's odd, it's something more, it isn't just the body dying, and it isn't my mind or thoughts dying. It's like there's something still there that will be not there. And you're saying that
isn't real.
Sorry?
That's a dream. That identity of David, it's just, it's a dream.
Yeah. Okay, I feel shut up. I can't say anything else. Right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Rose.
Yeah.
Me again. Yeah. So, so you said sometimes that you did have doubts about this message at different times. Yeah. And so I have doubts too sometimes. And sometimes I think like one of the doubts is like I'm not a Catholic, but I was thinking that the Catholic Church and all the priests and all that bit, kind of thing, they dealt with guilt, and they relieved you of your guilt.
Yeah.
And big institution on that, you know, relieving of your guilt for all sorts of things. And today in the story, if you like, there's so many things to be guilty, not just guilty of, not just in your own life, but how you know, things going on in the world, you know, ecology and social things and inequality, all these things, and the doubt sometimes comes. I think, well, am I part of a cult that's relieving me of my guilt? That's what's really behind it. We're all feeling guilty about so many things, and this relieves you of the guilt. But anything, we don't even have to feel guilty about not making use of our abilities or to make ourselves better people. You know, so we're relieved, and so there's a big relief in that. And I'm wondering if
you don't know. This is not a belief, but you don't know. And I remember I was talking to a friend then, and then we were talking about, maybe this is a cult, and Tony's after some years saying, oh no, this was blah blah, and we are so into it. It's you don't know. This is not a belief. This is not about believing, but it feels like, oh God, maybe there's something going on, and it's not really that. And sure, it can be like that. You don't have to believe it.
No, I know that, but even that sentence, that can be part
can be very smart saying that. Sure.
Or like all the gurus that say, "Oh, I'm not a guru, I'm not a teacher."
Yeah, sure, and, that's the same thing. Sure.
But I also,
you don't know.
No, I know. I also hear what you say, that these doubts come and then next minute they're not there anymore, or maybe they come back. I don't know.
Sure.
It doesn't seem to it doesn't seem too bad to have questions like that, because one can get but even saying that, I'm thinking, oh, I'm being pulled into the cult again, the cult of Rose, my guru, I mean, because it is a movement, it seems. I mean, in the story,
it is not. No, it's not.
But there are lots of.
There seems to be some people talking about it, but I don't see them. So it's very literally this. It's not a movement. Can't be like that.
Sometimes
there are no rules also. So
I know.
What is the movement?
That's another thing. If I could, I was listening to somebody on YouTube yesterday talking about non-duality, whatever, and I noticed that some of the same. It's become like a language. The non-duality language, from that sort of thing, and certain words are used, certain phrases are repeated over and over again. You know, the so-called radical version, and Tony himself uses phrases that he over and over again. Sometimes they change, and he'll go through another phase, but of course that doesn't matter. But there's things like that.
But it's underneath the words. That's what can be heard. And then the message can look the same, but underneath the words, there's something going on. We don't know. Sometimes it can be felt.
maybe in a few years'
It's
time
about
I'll look.
something else.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in a few years' time I'll look back on this and say, what a fool I was. Rose led me astray.
And maybe she's a fool. That can be
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Rose, can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
I listened in the past also to your talks, and
Mm.
once you said something about wearing a mouse mask, no problem. You don't have any problem, then it's fine. Eh? But
Yeah, sometimes I have. I hate it, and sometimes not.
Yeah,
It can be also like that. It's not always the same.
when I go to the shop, it's normal. I mean, I go to the shop,
Mm.
go in, no mask, no problem, and I go out.
Mm.
And there are no problems. But if they try to force me, I think, yeah, well, then I don't feel comfortable. So there is also me. There is a me that say, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
If I go to Amsterdam, for instance, that's a bit different from this part of the country. Then you come into a bus and often aggressive bus chauffeur said,
that's the story. That's the story.
Yeah,
it can happen or not. It's a story. It's about a story about buses in Amsterdam.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can be different also.
But if we talk about natural, I say the animals don't do that. I mean, they don't wear masks.
They don't have a me. No.
They don't have injections.
Now, people have some awareness. Some are able to abstract.
Yeah.
So they can abstract everything, and then things just happen, and they said, "Oh, it's happened to me, and because of this, and that's the relation, and that all those abstract thinking. That's the dream, and it seems very real and true, but it's a dream."
These words, I recognize your words because you told them before, and then I remember the words you tell me now again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not the same. That's not the same. I mean, I can remember.
But it's not about the words. There can be everything is always new. That's when they're saying the same messages as on a video or something. Then there's when they're saying it now, then it's saying it's different. It's always new. So it's not the same. Okay. Maybe there's, I don't know, the tone. I don't know. There's something different always. So it's always new. We think that's the control. We think we know that it will happen like that. Or when you go to Amsterdam, there will be some buses with things happening. You don't know.
No,
you don't know. So maybe it's completely different. You go and it's like, it's always new.
No,
or it happens like that.
I was just talking about my experience in Amsterdam.
It can be one time, and then we think it's always like that.
Yeah. No, it's not that I'm doing that, but
no.
I was more shocked. So this looks like Second World War. I mean,
yeah, it can happen like that, but it seems when we have an experience, it seems like that's how maybe Amsterdam is or some other city. I don't know. We make something solid of it.
I can
it's
understand.
Just that what happens, and then it's different. Then it's already different.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. So you don't know next time, or
No, no,
tomorrow.
no. I'm sure you're right about that. But then, and another aspect about that is also the vaccination. You know, you talk about a lot of looking at the computer screen. Yeah, but what is on the computer screen? If I look at the computer screen, sometimes I'm looking at the stupid things about vaccination or whatever. And then I'm looking also to a computer screen, but then that is more my reality of that moment.
But it's just information.
Yeah, that's information. I believe that information that is not good.
Okay. But it's just information, and then that's it.
That's it.
Nothing more, and it's not real.
And if you go to an airplane, then you take a vaccination?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's when it's happening, it's happening. It's not my decision. When there's something like that, maybe it has nothing to do with Rose of my opinions or things like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just what's happened. And maybe, I don't know, maybe there will be a vaccination or will be wearing mouth caps, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter. It's not by any rules. It's like, it's just happening. And then on top of it, we think like, oh, do I have it? Do I do it? Oh no, because the government says I have to do it. No, I don't want it. And there's the whole battle about me against authority or things like that. That's the dream. And when that dream isn't there, it's just what's happening. And it can be anything. Can be wearing mouth caps or maybe not. I don't know. I can't say. It's for everything. It's always different.
Yeah.
It's not always the same.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Rose.
Hello. Oh, hi, Johannes. Yeah.
You said it's energetic, more or less. When we talk about nothing being everything, everything is just one energy appearing in different forms. So
appearing as
different forms.
Oh yeah.
But it's everything what's appearing is the same energy. When you say that this is an energetic message, more or less, there is no difference between the energy who's talking, the energy is hearing. There's already no different thing. So I was wondering, where is the seeming difference, more or less, that it's sometimes being heard, sometimes not. when it's the same energy. You know what I mean?
No, I can't. No, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, when I mean, this apparent person who's listening and the apparent person who's speaking.
Yeah.
Is in fact the same energy, more or less.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And so in the end of the day, nothing has to happen because
it's just different.
It's all the same energy, more or less. But
Mm.
there is seemingly contraction falling away and seemingly contraction still appearing, more or less.
Yeah.
I'm wondering where's the difference, more or less.
What the difference is?
Yeah.
It's just that what you're saying. It's the difference. And then there can be a contraction, can be a relaxation. There can be tears. There can be floors. Nothing. And it seems like when there's looking for this, then some things are important. But it's that's the misunderstanding. It's such a strong feeling that there's something important there. It's not more important than the floor. Then there can be a contraction. There can be a contraction here too. But it's not about the contraction only. It's the contraction, and there seems to be an abstraction about, oh, what's going on here? And maybe the whole story starts then when there seems to, then the me comes back cold. Like, oh, what's happening there? Oh, it was so free and now it's still, and then da. Because it seems that there's meaning and then it's because of something or there's a reason for things to happen. That's that abstract, that abstracting that me comes back. That doesn't mean that there is no abstracting anymore, because it's still going on in life, and the brains are capable of abstracting, but it's very obvious it's not real and it has no meaning.
Because when hearing the words energetic message, more or less, or it's energetic, that seems that there is a different kind of form of energy over there and it's here. So, and in fact, that's the same energy, more or less, appearing different.
Yeah. In one way, nothing is happening, of course. But talking in the story, it's talking about there can be a falling away or the loss of that contraction or that me energy. But it's talking in the story, because it doesn't really happen, because that's the story. It's a story. But to explain, sometimes it's like that, and then nothing is happening. Now there's only this. There's only moving the hand.
So it's just so to say, the difference is that energy appears free moving and appear as contracted energy.
Yeah. It's the same. It's different, and it's different. Yeah.
And it's the same energy, more or less, but appearing different.
It's just different, not better or not better.
No.
And that's what me does, people does, that they seem to, this is better than that. It's not better, it's just different. And it's the same. It's the same. It's one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I wonder, sometimes they there's a transformation of energy or whatever, but it's just an appearance.
No, that's not what I'm talking. Yeah.
An energy coming from one point to another point, change some energy over there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just want to clarify that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not
okay.
this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hello.
Hi. So yeah, you've talked about thoughts that our thoughts don't happen in our brain or in our head. They happen in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if I shut my eyes and I don't see my body, then there's a sensation of something I might call a foot or but they're just sensations happening in space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those, so my so this this space. So so for Rose, if you do the same thing, shut your eyes, and there's thoughts appearing and sensations. Is this the same space? Is it identically
the word
same?
space is maybe not
Right.
space, yeah, because then maybe that becomes something. It's space,
Yes.
like no borders or something like that. It's just like somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just somewhere. I don't know where, but in space. We call it in space, but don't make space something, because that's not what I mean.
Some speakers on non-duality say this space is like consciousness or mind with a big C, or mind with a big M.
No,
so it's
that's not what I mean.
And this is what we really are. We are this space. So
no.
Okay.
No, that's not my word. No, that space is just a word for. I don't know. It's somewhere.
Yeah. What even you're about to say the word emptiness, I think.
Yeah, emptiness, or it's just that.
But they also use that word emptiness, like it's a special thing where everything comes from this space.
Yeah, but when there's someone, when there's a me, it always hears something. It can't be differently. So, yeah, that's how it goes.
So when you use the word space, it means I'm still not certain what. So I hear that it isn't what these people are saying, that it's not a special space, or I mean they would say it's not a created space, it's just a space that's there. They don't have to work to have this, but it's just something.
Yeah, but then it becomes something, and that's not what I mean. That's the difference.
So I understand that you're not saying that, but I still don't quite get what you mean by the word space. Can you say something?
It's the only thing is that we see it like it's in the body, and then we are so convinced everything happens in the body because it's my thoughts, my feelings. And when you what you say, you close your eyes and there's something, some pain somewhere or feeling, and you don't know where it is. Somewhere in the energy, it's somewhere. I don't know. So something like that.
Is it the same thing? And you're using the word energy, where they would use space or emptiness.
Yeah, but it's when there's somebody hearing something, it doesn't matter what word you choose. It doesn't matter. It's always will be something. So there are no right words for that.
So there's nothing.
It's somewhere. When you use
the word space, there's nothing special at all about it.
No. It's the only thing that I wanted to say. It's not in the body. It's just you don't know where.
I get
better.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's even more mysterious then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rose.
Hi, Laura. Hi.
I unfortunately fell sick yesterday evening and I was sleeping
Oh.
on the couch. Meanwhile, the meeting, and just woke up and saw that only 2 people have the video on. So I felt like shortly saying hi. Because you're sitting in front of a screen with almost black frames.
Oh yeah, that was in the break thing. I think so, yeah. Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But it's lovely to just to hear your voice and the questions. It's still something is like sinking apparently in, although I'm like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any question. Just felt like checking in and say hi.
Okay. Hi. Thank you.
And have a good day.
Hi, Rose.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm still a bit puzzled about this word space. I have a book by Tony called Everything and Nothing. So there's another word, nothing, and the word everything and nothing. It seems on the cover seem like they're equal. They're so there's nothing is. It's like there's nothing is something special. Or sometimes he uses the word, or he used to use the word, the beloved.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's something special about it's like not nothing, but it's like the nothing.
Yeah, but that's what I said. It's like when there's somebody that when there's me, everything is seen as something. So we're looking in the story about what is, and you hear that as nothing. I did the same. I thought everything. What is everything? I didn't just not normal everything. It's everything with a capital or things like that. Yeah.
No, I get the everything part without a capital, just every ordinary life. It's words like nothing or the beloved. I understand. I resonate with the word life. It's just life. So there's no opposite to that. There's no opposite to life. But when you have everything and nothing, or everything in space, or everything and the beloved, it seems to make something of.
Yeah, it's completely impossible trying to say what it is. It's just we're trying to say how it is, and it's still not accurate. It's still it seems to be something. Then don't bother. Doesn't matter so much. It doesn't matter if you if that's a good word. It's everything. So
there's if it was just the words, there's just everything, meaning what's happening, then that's okay. It's just there's other words And I suppose I read more into into what you said, using the word space than you meant. You know, I thought, well, maybe it's this
that's it.
you know, and connecting up with what other speakers say, you know, and they put maybe a capital S around, you know, space or mind, consciousness, awareness.
Yeah, that kind of words. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
As something that we all share, you know, that this is what we all have. We all have the same identity. We all have a real identity, and it's this consciousness or this space or you know.
It's such a complicated way of explaining something. I always, when I read that kind of message, I always was like, oh, I'm out. I cannot follow that. I cannot make an image. I cannot hear it. I don't know why, but I couldn't.
So
I like the simpleness. The simple, it's so simple.
But that's your preference. Does that mean that are you saying that this other way is actually talking about something that isn't there?
I like the simpleness in that sense that it's a sense, an intuition, or I don't know how to say, because then it becomes then also something special. But there was some recognition about that it has to be something simple. I don't know how or when, but that was why I just related to I heard the message of Tony, like, oh, I didn't understand it in the beginning at all, but a long time, I think I said, but that simplicity, I couldn't understand it, but I felt like something, it has to be something like that. And I tried to understand, of course, but what didn't work, but
The odd thing is that in the story of myself, sort of thing, way back. I mean, I'm getting on now in age, but when I was a long time ago, I was very confused and I was in anyway, at some point, just for a tiny moment, I asked, you know, where I wanted to see what was real, and then it just seemed obvious that there was just what was happening, and but there was nothing at all about space or emptiness or God or this is spiritual something, and it was like this is the same, and then at some point I started getting involved with these big things, you know, like with you know, consciousness, awareness, all these sort of things, and that hadn't been part of what that original moment.
I can understand.
And suddenly everything became, you know, and then I had to sort of do all these activities and spiritual things, but that wasn't what it was. Just very simple moment, no big flashing lights, nothing at all.
Sure. Sure. That's
so it. But it's odd that very short, simple thing is that I should. It's a memory, but it seems an important. You know, it's
an awakening in a simple. There was nothing else than just this, and that suddenly. Sure.
And that was the only thing I had that was real in all my confusion about everything, and but I still got involved with all these other things, you know.
Sure.
Very busy, you know, lots of books and different all that sort of thing. Anyway, I mean, that's basically why I'm talking about about it, because I was so. This is a simpler message, and I did get involved with all that.
Yeah, sure, but then it's so obvious. Then suddenly,
But if I think about it and compare it to the story of life and all the complexities, it's kind of in everyday talk, common sense talk,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Not many people will hear this. Yeah.
No, it's like
Or are open to this.
Yes, it's like there's sometimes you say it's like a child, and there's these two words, childlike and childish, and everyday life, common sense would say this is just childish. But I see the child that it is childlike, but it's like people could say this is childish. You're running away from your responsibility.
Yeah, sure. From
responsibility. You're not even looking for your own spiritual improvement or whatever. Or the improvement. Yeah. Okay.
I already did that.
Yeah.
No, but I hear what you say. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Anita heeft een handje opgestoken.
Wie?
Ja, ik dacht Bart eerst.
Oh, Anita. Oh, hi.
Yeah, I also like the simplicity.
Yeah.
And I'm how you say that? But I can't find the word. So it seems like you have a lot of patience when yes.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. No, it's not patience. It's just I
know it's not that, but maybe I feel more my own impatience. Maybe it's and I heard it about space, and I think, so yeah.
And when there's a lot of going on, then that's it. It can happen. Maybe that can happen sometime here too. I don't know. Can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a kind of sadness coming up.
And it's just a feeling. It's not because of something. It has nothing to do with something. It's not. It isn't something. It's just that feeling. And then also there's looking at the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's a kind of a story,
But the sadness is just sadness. There's no story. There's just sadness, and you can think about whatever. All there can be a lot of thoughts about that. That can be there. Then that's what's happening. Then there are just that thoughts, but nothing has any meaning. It doesn't need to change. It's just that feel. It's maybe thoughts or looking to the screen or sadness. And
there's
thoughts.
Still a feeling that something has to change. Yes.
Yeah. That's a very strong one. That's the most strong one of me, that there's something wrong. There's something need to be different. That's that me energy. That can be very strong. Most people most people have that. That's me. There's something wrong. There's nothing wrong. Can't be something wrong. It's just life. It's not Anita is somebody. There's no identity. There's just life, feeling, the thoughts, moving here, moving hands on that screen. No meaning, no, how do you say, no purpose or road or to something, or just like that. Nothing more. It's already gone. That's already, oh, what's happening? Oh, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, somewhere it's still, doesn't matter. And then there's the remembering, and it goes on.
Yeah.
For no one.
Yes. Thanks for this meeting. Yeah.
Bart heeft zijn handje opgestoken.
Ja, hi.
Hi Rose, can you hear me?
Ja, ik kan hear you.
Well, I listen very good to what you say. But when I'm looking at, for instance, a political debate,
Yeah.
and nothing is being everything, it's such a mess. The opposites you see.
But it's just a story somewhere on the television or on the screen or in the papers. What is happening is that what is seen. So it's in the room. It's that's everything, and there can be a lot of stories. But what we're talking about, what is happening, is that is this room is everything. There's nothing outside. There's no outside. There's just this. And we can abstract that there's a lot of things going on in the world, but that's the abstract mind. That's the dream of having a world and having a me, having stories. This is everything. Looking at that screen, sitting in that way, that's it. Finish. Nothing more than that. It's very tiny and simple. It's not talking about the world. It's not talking about a story like what's happening in the world or what's happening with persons. It doesn't see any person. It doesn't see there's something inside. It's just really apparently what's happening. Literally. What is seen, felt by the senses, by smell, maybe looking. That's it.
So it's
and
not
there's the abstract mind.
So you say, with other words, it's not a result of what of the discussion in the politics.
No, has nothing to. That's just a story, with no meaning, with no power. It seems like that in the story. It seems very important.
No,
it's just a story.
Yeah.
And there's just this sitting here, looking, moving. The body is moving, sitting. Yeah. That's everything. It's very tiny, very small, very simple. That's it. And the abstract mind and that whole me is going on, like what's happening in the world and how can I deal with that and that's just the moving of the hand. Very simple.
But my experience is so happy the last time. If I can't, when I look at that kind of discussions, political, I feel so uncomfortable, and that's.
Then there's feeling uncomfortableness, and that has nothing. That seems like it's because of those conversations and political decisions and things like. There's a feeling somewhere, and that's that uncomfortable feeling. That's the everything. That's this what we talk about. It's this.
Yeah.
That can be there. Can be a feeling. It can be here too, for no reason. That's just that, and then it changes, and something else happens. Looking to a glass, at a glass, something like that. It's
Okay.
too simple. Yeah.
Too simple when it's over.
Yeah. It's already too simple. It's already so simple, and it's just everything. That it's the paradise, but me wants always something else, because this thing, this is wrong. This is not right. I'm not feeling good. This is I want something. It has to be this, or what is that? And making a lot of words about it. It's just very small, tiny, moving pain here in the arm or something. That's everything. And it doesn't mean it's nice. It doesn't have to, at all. It can be pain, can be very strong feelings. Okay. Yeah. Tony said, I read out what I say. Tony has said about the word beloved that maybe because his character is a bit romantic, and when this is seen or the veil is lifted or however it is said, there can be a sense of in loveness. Yes, sure, that can be there because it's just everything. That's the amazing. It's paradise. It's an amazing energy. It's the beloved. The life is the beloved, and it's just there. It can't be missed. It can't be missed. It's everything. So nothing to look for. Every movement and every thought, every whatever is it. Is the beloved. Is life. Is unconditional love. For no one. Thank you. Thank you. So we go on tomorrow from 2 till, or in Dutch, in Holland it's 2 till 5, but maybe you have to look for your own country. I hope you see you there.